We'll see if he can repeat that here in this BO3 against MIBR, which is now underway, round number 1. And MIBR are going to be looking to put the hurt on against Rare Adam. They got JOTA and Cello, who were the stars yesterday. And now Branson and Cello, or BRNZen and Cello, are going to open things up with a couple of frags. Exit manages to maybe get another one. No, Moseyuh is going to deliver 2. Exit and JOTA are down 2v3 in advantage of Rare Adam, but Moseyuh actually doesn't go down. He gets another one onto Turtle right after Turtle drops Advent. I was convinced that Moseyuh was going to get dropped.
I mean, that's just what like 10,000 hours of Kaze look like. Mid-air, the man is jumping, still manages to find a kill. He's looking for a 4th in this one. It's BRNZen is alone. And Moseyuh, the one to execute. What a performance on the pistol round from Rare Adam.
I mean, you highlighted him, right? I think he was a little slower against MIBR yesterday, but in the series against Hummer, 42 frags for him and a 1.03 rating, so we're perhaps getting an even better Moseyuh today, because that was a crazy shot mid-air onto JOTA. As we head into round number 2, and Rare Adam, look, on Inferno appear to be quite frightening, at least for the Brazilian squads.
Color me frightened. They're looking strong early in this one. Is MIBR will put an investment behind this round, and P9 for Cello in close, but Moseyuh, the continuation. There are 3 players in towards B. Another at least spotted on out, but the rest of the stack still yet known. However, BRNZen a bit too far forward. Punished for nothing. JOTA eventually trades, actually picks up a double with the CZ and gets away with it too, but recovering a weapon, staying alive. That's beyond him. An exit, just a deagle. Already locked out of this one. Does have a smoke to work with, and one of the healthier players still left in the server, but no armor to back him up, no kit. That time's already ticking. He'll try and just see if he can claim another kill on the exit as he starts to back away.
Exit on the exit. But yeah, it's I don't think he's going to get anything here. Rare Adam probably just going to wait and see if anyone tries to come onto the site. But at the end of the day, they want to keep their weapons. Their economy isn't healthy enough to chase too aggressively here. And, well, exit is going to come back. All right. Maybe he will be able to get one here, but no. Rare Adam, perhaps aware of the potential positioning here, are all going to fall back towards Banana. And this round will end with all 4 remaining players standing 2-0, though, in favor of Rare Adam, as you would expect on the Antico. One thing to highlight, though, is that CZ. Always have to be careful, and JOTA showing why. With one clip, you can really probably consistently get 2, maybe even 3 frags, so you have to be careful when you're turning those corners.
Still, but that's not a round that I'm looking at and thinking, wow, MIBR, you know, it's great for them to get damage with that CZ on the site. They had the stack, they had the right read over towards B, but again, it was just them getting dismantled by Moseyuh in these early rounds. I think they had the correct setup, but the spacing just a little bit off, and Rare Adam did really well to punish.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, like you said, walking into the stack and still being able to dismantle it is impressive from Rare Adam, but we've seen them work through adversity throughout this tournament with relative ease in some situations. And the player who we're highlighting before, JamYoung, you're seeing him there moving in from window room towards boiler. BRNZen stacked up here again. MIBR towards the A site with the pistols, watching bracket, and this is where Rare Adam is thinking about going. In fact, JamYoung has redirected himself into the apartments. Utilities coming in. He's going to jump down off the balcony, looking for targets into pit. Doesn't see anything, but it's Moseyuh with 2, who flicks around to try and find the 3rd. Can't find it, but Advent will take care of business, and it's only Exit and JOTA left.
Yeah, another correct stack, and it's looking to be just the same outcome. Exit taking on down. JOTA will fall back, tuck deep in the library, see if he can maybe find one on the way out for this CC. Rare Adam thus far, fiery in this pace. Moseyuh has not slowed down a beat since the start of this one. 8 and a 1 for the man thus far.
Yeah, just best performance, I would even say, so far from Moseyuh, at least best start. We'll see if he can continue moving forward with this type of rhythm as this map moves forward. 3-0 for Rare Adam once this time ticks away. JOTA, well, you know, $500 for the CZ. Might as well save that and carry it over into the next round. You don't have to buy a pistol. But MIBR should be on to their first rifle round, which will be a real test for Rare Adam. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Let's see what the look does come through once these rifles are out to the side of MIBR. This team has been solid thus far in this tournament, and As you can see there, BRNZ will be pulling out that AWP. He's been good with it as well, and question now comes, where is he going to post? Looks like he might want to take a peek out towards mid here.
Yeah, just looking at Inferno a little bit deeper here for both these squads, it's actually a good pick, I think, from Rare Atom. If you look at MIBR, they've lost it 3 times in a row against Liquid, B-Hop, and Heroic. Obviously, Liquid and Heroic are very high-tier competition, but Moseyuh, he's going to get a touchdown onto Cello. JOTA trades out immediately, 4v4. Good recovery by JOTA, and that will push Rare Atom off of this B site. But we saw them yesterday, even though they rotate off a site, doesn't mean they're going to actually commit to the other one. They've gone back and forth repeatedly and have no hesitation to really use the map to their advantage.
Yeah, their mid-rounding has surely been chaotic, but it's been effective at that. Played a good game versus Hummer in that regard. In this one, they do want to take space over towards brackets, but MIBR have conceded to deeper angles. BRN's in. Nice line, a tough shot to hit, but he'll find it immediately onto Mercury. That keeps this man advantage square for MIBR. This time Rare Atom, though, no lurk to speak of. That was a big point of their T sides last night, always pushing a player late in towards Banana to allow those rotations. Instead, they're just fast out onto the site and exit, still surviving in pit, but not for long. JamYoung takes him down with the MAC-10, and now this retake just not doable. MIBR already falling back.
I mean, this is the reality of Inferno. I talked about it a lot yesterday, but once you have the numbers for the T side on that A side of Inferno, it's so difficult for the CTs to come in on a man or 2-man disadvantage. So oftentimes you're just better off saving what you got, and in this case it's quite good with the big green in BRNZ's hands and JOTA with the A1S. But Rare Atom are so explosive in their takes, it's hard to shut them down.
And again, it's another one of these rounds where I feel like MIBR had the right idea. Obviously it started with a nade stack, but BRNZ was on the correct line. He gets a kill on the way in. They have a player who was sitting in pit, I believe it was exit, and the molly was not flushing him out. He didn't have to smoke himself, but he wasn't able to get a kill against the MAC-10 that rushed in to clear the space. Those little issues coming back against them as that first rifle round does slip away from the Brazilians.
Yeah, and not to mention, that was the sort of a bonus round there for Rare Atom. They, like you mentioned, had the MAC-10
like
doing work.
2 Galils and a MAC into that round?
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, look, they're still running one of those Galils. Their economy is blossoming, and you got Kaze on 8.8K and JamYoung 7.5. Everyone above at least $3,000. So Rare Atom have gotten off to a dream start here against MIBR. BRNZ still has that op, and it is going to be a half buy here for MIBR, so they should be able to buy up fully regardless of next round. This first frag will help. Advent will go down as JOTA peeks around the half wall, supported by Cello's information.
JamYoung working some space in towards the apartments. The bomb is soon to join in this direction with no space over towards Banana. Again, trying to claim that space in brackets in this late round. A priority for Rare Atom. JOTA low on HP, will be holding over towards the truck at the top of Banana, but Kaze finds the spam in that direction. Now this B side is back open. MIBR was gambling over towards A, just keeping that forward player in Banana with his loss. It'll call for the rotation of Cello back on over, but there's still a minute left. Rare Atom have plenty of time to play with, and they forced MIBR into a scramble.
55 seconds left on the clock, and Rare Atom are posturing towards the B site. You have JamYoung lurking around mid. He might choose to go to the A site and make some noise here. Help support the push into the B site, but instead, actually, he's just going to wait around mid, maybe for rotations, as Rare Atom are going to move in. Turtle's got nothing, actually. Cello does manage to take down Mercury. Moseyuh on notice at 6 HP, and a 3v3. Look at this, Rare Atom. 30 seconds left. They're going for the full-on rotation. Oh, hook, line, and sinker. MIBR are convinced the hit's coming to B. Now they realize, uh-oh, something's amiss. We got to rotate off this and get to the A site, because that is where the plant is going. Yeah. What a bold call from Rare Atom.
These are the late round lurks I was talking about. It's always JamYoung either sneaking up Banana if it's an early intention towards A, or sneaking up in towards the back lines of A through bracket, taking that space in towards one. So many rounds last night against Hummer he was finding effect, and here again he's putting MIBR in an incredibly tough position. Absolutely no utility to work with for the white pack in, so Cello's just gonna have to take this one dry. He'll edge forward ever so slightly. Kaze in the back lines has support from up top, but not even activated yet. That should just be the round over. They should save off of that. No reason to commit that AWP on in. Cello was the make or break, and unfortunately for the Brazilians, again, it is break. Rare Atom 5-0.
This is something I really love about Rare Adam, because I talk about it a lot. If you're going to go for that rotation, if you're going to commit to going off the site or going off a hit with less than 30 seconds left on the clock,
sure,
don't hesitate. Just go immediately. You don't have to worry about anything but getting to the bomb site, and make sure you have enough time to clear out your corners, and that's exactly what they do. They just immediately commit, zero hesitation, and I absolutely love it. Alrighty, heading into this next round, Rare Adam looking strong. Trying to get a 6 on the board, but MIBR with that full loss bonus are able to buy up fully, regardless of the fact that they have yet to win a round here. 4 A1Ss and the AWP on their side. And Kaze 6-1, right behind Moseyuh at 9-1. Those two putting on a show so far as BRN's in with his op. He wants to get on the action, but a nade is just going to land right on his head, taking him down to 48, and the Molotov will isolate him from Cello. So a chance to exploit here maybe for Rare Adam, but at the very least they're keeping 3 MIBR players on the top of Banana.
Yeah, Turtle is boosted up top here. Has a good angle, but support will be quite a ways away. Actually, is he high-low with another? It's tough to see, but he is. Yeah, one directly underneath him as well. So 2 players here, and the rotates have already come on in, preemptive from MIBR, but it is the right call. Rare Adam trying to push on in, but BRN's in for the first exit as well. Sprays one down through the smoke. That was Advent trying to drop in towards Mini Pit. The molly's perfect on towards JOTA. He'll burn, sure, but he gets one for his troubles before going, and BRN's in. Another shot connecting with that AWP. Stepping up big in this round for his second. Kaze now alone. Again, this angle is being held. He has no utility. 40 seconds left on the clock, and Exit holding the back lines as well.
Good job by Exit to close things out there, and there's a round on the board for MIBR in a pretty convincing way, finally shutting down Rare Adam, but the money's been built up. They're coming right back into this one with a full-on buy-up. As you can see, BRNzen connecting there, and I mean, the desk, and Mike in particular, talked about the fact that BRNzen was not an opper prior to joining MIBR, and I mean, that's emphasized in his stats. If you look at him with the Academy team from February to April 2022, I mean, he had 556 frags, but only 3 of his 556 frags came with the op. That's 0.005%. So, I mean, it bears mentioning that certainly this is not the usual role that he was in, but they saw so much potential in him that they wanted to slot him in the op role and try and give him a chance to shine in this MIBR squad.
And thus far, he has been shining in this game. I mean, nearly single-handedly finding that round for MIBR with a couple critical kills for MIBR, though. They'll have a bit of aggression down Banana. Rare Adam passive in their hold for this round, trying to feel out if anyone will push deep down that space in Banana, but in doing so, they've left themselves with about 1:10 and quite a lot of space to re-clear. The flash will go up and over. The player in close will be punished. Very well set up towards Rare Adam with the push-pull.
Those opening kills towards the Banana and the B site are so critical. Rare Adam Mercury is on one now. He gets his second, and the B site's been completely cleared out. This has been the bread and butter for Rare Adam on Inferno. When they get that opening frag on Banana, they really do force the issue, find themselves a second, and then once they have that map control, they can really do absolutely anything with it. And this time, MIBR don't rotate the players off the A site, but unfortunately for them, it was the wrong call because Rare Adam took the site completely.
And again, I call attention to JamYoung. He's in this position where late round, if there had been a heavier force holding on towards the site, if that information was garnered, he would have committed into the flank. And in this situation, he can just go try and hunt some of these weapons if he'd like to. Has some money spare in the bank account, so dealing this damage would be big.
Yeah, JamYoung hasn't really had to get many frags, which is fine by him, I'm sure. He's just been lurking around and, like you said, gaining the information for the squad, which is oftentimes even more valuable than finding the frags. JamYoung could get himself a second here. He's trying to ensure that MIBR can't save. Oh, no, but Exit wise to it says, nah, not this time, JamYoung. You are going to sit down as MIBR save 3 rifles, but the rounds continue to pile up in favor of Rare Adam. Only 2 rounds away from taking this half at the very least. And the timeout, yeah, it needs
I've
to be
been
called.
waiting for that one. When we were at 5-0, they were going into another rifle round. I was a little worried that MIBR weren't initially taking that pause. Glad to see them slowing things down now. Suffice it to say, this round will be a pivotal swing. They lose here, money back in towards the dumpster, and Rare Adam looking to find at least 8 on their T side.
Yeah, one player on Rare Adam that is oftentimes overlooked a little bit might be Advent, but it's because his contribution... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Correct way to pronounce. BRNzen is Brenozen. I have heard
Brenozen.
probably like 4 or 5 different people attempt to pronounce it. So very sorry to the Brazilian fans, but Brenozen. Apparently that's the correct
I'm
way.
fine
At
with
least
Brenozen.
according to John Lower Third.
I am fine with Brenozen. Honestly, that's easier to say. Less
Consonants.
Yeah, exactly. Brenozen it is, but as we go on here, just wanted to say that Advent, a player that's often overlooked for Rare Adam, is very strong in the utility. He contributes in a big way there over ESL Challenger Valencia. He has thrown 1.14 flashbangs per round and averages 0.16 flash assists. That's a 0.08 above any other player on the team. So he's contributing in a very big way in that support role. Exit is going to be potentially overloaded here. He backs off and Turtle supports very well to ensure that his teammate can get back into the A site and also give MIBR the man advantage.
And it does. Crossfire established here close on the site between Turtle and Exit. 2 players fighting as well over towards the arch side. Just on the other side of the smoke, though, lies Advent. Flash set up for him. He'll swing through off of this. JOTA not blinded and in the close corner. He'll find value. No trade for that one. And Brenson over towards Banana. Is able to connect a shot too. No lurks in this round. Will be enabled for Rare Adam. And it falls to just 2. Kaze working his way slowly over towards short. A player in the pit and a player as well stationed on site. JamYoung does have flashes to support if they want to try and get this up forward on an angle. But they're going dry for now, just contacting up, seeing again if MIBR will let a pick slip away. And JamYoung will find the player in towards the pit. However, that raises the alarm bells for the 2 on site. Flashes rain on in. Exit spotted, but not taken down. And JamYoung's HP might just be too little to continue going for this. 32 HP. He'll keep the AK in towards the next round.
Yeah, JamYoung in that lurk role wasn't really able to contribute here. You see it on his face. Well, you know, it doesn't really work out, and time has ticked away here for Rare Adam. MIBR do manage to find a second round, and at least for MIBR in the rounds that they're winning, they have been convincing 4 players left alive in both of them.
Yeah, you talk about JamYoung's reaction, but I'm pretty sure this guy has just been stoic the entire time. He is the anti-JDM. Just perfect posture at all times, sat up in his chair, applying some good honest Counter-Strike and getting some value out of his lurks. Good start in this round from Turtle, as well as a kind of well-read setup past that smoke. Hold for the flash play, shut things on down, and climb the second for MIBR.
Alrighty, let's see if MIBR can get a couple in a row for if Rare Adam can isolate that round victory once more. Nades are going to be thrown down Banana, and in fact, so far, so good for Rare Adam, in fact, because MIBR, even with 3 players here, are not going to be playing too aggressively down Banana. They want to take their time and let the fight come to them. Let Rare Adam make the mistakes instead of continuously losing the first mana down Banana.
Sure. I like to see those changes coming through at this critical point in the game. Rare Adam, everyone just stationed outside A, holding space in towards mid. For now, is again the first priority will be taking that space in towards brackets. The question comes to whether MIBR will call for a rotation off of this or if they'll stay dedicated to the stack. Option 3, it would seem, is regress a bit down Banana. The retake utility popped on in. 2 players pushing forward, and off the information of seeing nothing there. 1 rotate will be called. JOTA on his way to support towards A.
Mercury leading the charge here. Side by side with Advent. JOTA has a chance to punish from Library, but no, Mercury spots him out the shoulder scene, and Mercury takes care of him. Exit comes back with 2, though. MIBR back with the man advantage, and Turtle makes it a 2-man advantage. Kaze and Moseyuh have some positioning here. Do they know Turtle is in pit? They do, and Kaze gets the second. Even out at a 2v2, they are so good at fighting a man down, and they've evened out the numbers here and ensured a bomb plant will come through. Kaze's positioning important as he's now the last one standing up against Cello. Another 1v2 clutch required of this random squad. Kaze gets the first one. He's got back into position behind Graveyard, looking for the second, throws the flashbang, and even repositions himself onto the A site here. AK versus Op. Kaze, I should say, Brenson at a disadvantage, and Kaze goes around here and gets the headshot. Another 1vx clutch. This time, 2 players go down to the hands of Kaze.
So many of these clutches won through from Rare Adam last night. It is what kept them in this tournament, kept them in the game against Hummer Esports. And again, they are running it back with the clutches. MIBR, such a strong start. Exit was doing so well to anchor, but just Kaze perfect positioning. I really commend him for in that 1v1 after he kills the first, taking the opportunity off that flash, getting the information, fully repositioning. You cannot be ready. There's so many angles to clear if you're that MIBR player trying to retake for Branson, and unfortunately that means not happening. Still, that loss bonus was big enough in the money earned to be able to find a reinvestment here. AWP will still be out, but a loss in this round starts to spark some implications for that MIBR economy.
Kaze coming into ESL Challenger Valencia, averaged 57% of his frags. I should say had 57% of his frags with the AWP, 0.43 op frags per round, which is impressive. But as you saw there, he can also get the job done with the rifle very effectively. Renazen waiting here with the big green in his hands. And he's going to get flashed off. Great flash thrown by Rare Adam, and that's actually Moseyuh who will take down Renazen, who again cannot have an impact on this round. Has to be a little frustrating for him, but also again, Banana player down, and a Rare Adam going to immediately explode into this B site. Cello isolated with the smoke utility is perfect.
And even a Molly to go up behind it, that made noise, they're aware. The possibility of a player in close, Spam will come on through, but to no effect. Bomb planted regardless, 4 versus 5. In this retake, MIBR do show indications of wanting to take the fight for this one. They have 2 players already stacked up. Back behind the tombstone, but again, Molly's coming in. The sustaining utility is good for Rare Adam. They didn't have to expend too much in the early rounds. It was just a fairly stable hit over towards Banana, and as a result, MIBR expended what resources they had, and they're gonna back away, keep the 4 weapons in towards the next round.
Wow, the 4-man save will come through from MIBR, and I guess honestly, can't really blame them. They could have tried for something. They had 3 flashes and a couple of smokes, but they just didn't feel it, and they are going to try another day here, as it has been Rare Adam taking this half already with those 8 rounds on their T side. Oh boy. They are proving to be quite a scary competitor for all of the B teams that have gone against them.
They have been excellent thus far this tournament.
I mean, they've gotten better too over the course of this since playing MIBR and Overpass,
their first
right?
game against them. It's clear that they came back and learned this one. This is Mercury and Moseyuh's first proper LAN tournament. They were talking about that in some of the day 1 interviews, that for Rare Adam, this event was a lot about just kind of getting their LAN legs as a team, right? Getting that competition outside of their home region in APAC and being able to compete in Europe, compete at a LAN setting, and in front of an audience. It is a lot of firsts for this squad, and somehow, some way, they are still taking scalps. MIBR just might be that next victim unless they can turn things around.
Yeah. Let's see how they will fare, and not forgetting, this is Rare Adam's map pick. The next one, MIBR, feeling confident that their performance on Overpass could be replicated, right, as they picked into it.
But again, that game was so close. We saw so many mistakes from Rare Adam, so many rounds slipping away from them. I think this form of Rare Adam, especially with a CT-sided start, could very easily beat MIBR on that map. Nothing is assured in this series, and exit. I mean, surely that should have been a kill for him, but somehow, again, Advent and Moseyuh on these openings. It is an utter shutdown. JamYoung for the 3rd, barely even 30 seconds into the round, and it's all over. Cello JOTA again resigned to the save.
It's so hard when you're playing against them, right? Because they can be this explosive onto the bomb sites, and when you're losing and the rounds are piling up and you're trying to get your hopes back up, to immediately be shot back down in less than 30 seconds into the round, it just stings so very much. And JOTA and Cello onto the save, and Rare Adam just secure themselves in 9th. They are flirting with double digits now.
Yeah. I mean, heartbreaking as well, because it's right off of your own tactical timeout. MIBR wanted that pause. They wanted a chat and to chat with their coach. But on the other hand, Rare Adam cooked up the strat, fast in towards A, explode brackets, and immediately 2 kills taken in their favor.
Yeah, and I mean, talking a little bit more about Overpass, I think it's a bit of a different beast than Inferno, right, in terms of the play style. So I'm not sure what we'll see from Rare Adam. They did find success in their own region. They were undefeated in the last 3 months coming into this. Only 2 maps, but still. We'll see if they've made the adjustments. I think they've proven that they're very strong at adapting on the fly. There's no question. So, yeah. Let's wait and see. We still got Inferno left to be played, but, I mean, Rare Adam are in full control right now.
Yeah, we have seen crazy comebacks on this map. It lends itself to it, but generally, that's on the CT side. And look at this again. MIBR goes for the aggression. Rare Adam are so used to playing against him because Hummer sent that same play so many times last night, and Rare Adam, in every one of those moments, was good to receive. Here again, they punish on towards the aggression, but trades stay even. In towards the 4 versus 4. Brenna's in. AWP on the angle. There's a player just deep inside of the boiler. Flash forward swing there. He connects the tag. No kill. Mercury thankful to still have his life in this one, but Brennan needs more. Cannot get it. A missed shot. Mercury makes do on his damage and finds the kill. JamYoung a double in towards the site. And MIBR again losing out on, hey, it's just Cello.
Brennison kicking himself right now. Gets the leg shot. A little unlucky, but still needs to find that frag and probably sets himself up for a second one if he connects. But even on the re-peek, he whiffs, and Rare Adam capitalize immediately. Cello, he was maybe looking for something there.
There's the kit.
Yeah. Grab the kit, and now he will back off and save, but Rare Adam 10, MIBR 2.
Oh. He just barely gets away
He's lucky
with that op. Yeah, very lucky.
I think they're going to chase here. They have no reason not to.
I think he should be able to get away. I'd favor him in a foot race. Cello's running on through, and he will, in fact, keep this op in towards the next round. But that doesn't feel like too great of a silver lining. 10-2 now, that score.
It's something. At the very least, you don't have to buy up a $47, $50 rifle.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I mean, look, these shots have been clinical coming through from Rare Adam, and you're seeing it here on the replay.
Poor Brennison. I mean, the opportunity was there. 2 chances to hit the shot. The first one a tag, the second not connecting. He tries to fall away. Flash connects, and Mercury catches him on the turn. You can hear the crowd.
Yeah,
I think some Rare Adam fans maybe getting a little energetic in this one.
There's no doubt, and they have very good reason to be a little bit of a somber mood on the MIBR side. And again, some very, very subtle smiles coming through from Rare Adam, but like you said, very stoic. Yes, they're very composed, very controlled. And we'll see off of this pause if MIBR can collect themselves and get back into it. We're going to see the double op setup, I think, for the first time.
Yeah, this will be the first round, in fact, that it does come out. In the previous iteration of MIBR, it was often Cello picking up on towards that secondary op, so we'll get to see that out again. Where do we go with the 2 big greens? One headed its way over towards Banana. The second taking space on A. Looks like that deep angle in towards apartments. Solid call, where Adam do like pushing players in that area. Moseyuh actually took quite a bit of damage early here. I think just a chunky nade down Banana, but Bogdan's Law in effect. The op will be switched on over, and all will be good.
Yeah, actually, the double op setup, we'll get back to it. JOTA is going to go down to JamYoung again. There's the entry towards B, and Cello misses the op shot. Catastrophe strikes in the opening moments of the round, and Rare Adam, they've won. I don't even think MIBR are going to try for this.
No, and again, it is these rounds that are dictated by the first 20, 30 seconds where Rare Adam are taking these early duels, and it is just MIBR missing out on opportunities beyond just the macro level of not being able to find the right read on some of these sites. It is just the individuals for Rare Adam finding these massive moments, and all pulled in the angle. Cello misses a shot, is punished. Turtle trying to hold it. Someone was walking up and trying to take bracket and deny this save. Guys as well. I mean, it's just rough.
Sorry, I'm just going to say, I think Mercury and Moseyuh appear to be more and more comfortable, which is even more dangerous for MIBR, right? Because these guys are solid fraggers, especially Mercury, who's usually at the top. Brenzen, excuse me, is going to get that frag onto Mercury, and that will maybe be the end. I think Rare Adam, with the money they have, they're going to chase a little bit more. Can they find these last 2 players? That would certainly hurt for MIBR. No! Exit and Brendan connect on the last 2 of the round for themselves, and that'll be at least something to bring out of it, but it is 11-2 in favor of Rare Adam. I just want to talk a little bit about that double op setup, Amy, that you mentioned. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, Cello typically uses the op quite frequently. If you look for, in terms of secondary op statistics, 56 of his 494 frags coming into Challenger Valencia came with the AWP, which represents 11% of his frags. So, yeah, he's no stranger to it. There, unfortunately, he couldn't connect on anything. And I think it was just the dry peaks coming through from Rare Adam that caught him off guard.
The Ferrari peaks have been working quite well for them in some of these rounds. It has been absurd, the shots that they're connecting. In this one, Space being taken up towards mid here was a bit of a deeper smoke out of MIBR, trying to just hold space off of that, but now over towards A players will fall away. Bredesen again, similar angle here, holding for someone to walk in towards the brackets, but that's not going to be tested. Instead, we're at him walking back towards Banana. 2 players holding deep in towards the cubby here.
Cello is going to go down to Mercury. Again, they're trying to be more aggressive, or MIBR. They might not expect the second to rear at him. They don't, so JOTA gets one, but Mercury is right there for the trade. B site free and clear for the taking. MIBR not posturing towards it yet. There we go, 1 player being sent on forward, but there's really not much that can be done with that smoke thrown. And, oh my goodness, I mean, Rare Adam are going to go A. They're not even going to commit to B.
Bredesen gets those shut down.
At least that Bredesen does get the bomb down. Okay, Bredesen stays back. That is smart, and they now have control of the bomb. This could be an MIBR round, but Bredesen can't stand any longer. He is going to get shot to the ground by Mercury, who finds 2, and JamYoung ends it creeping around the entire bomb site towards Moto to get that last one.
Another JamYoung lurk moment finds the site for them for free in the late round. Great attempt. I mean, a moment where it could have been so winnable for MIBR with that op shot connecting onto the bomb. But Mercury, just the crux of oppers in this one. Those wide swings have been so punishing against MIBR.
They really have, and look, even with JOTA catching them off guard slightly, Mercury was actually hard clearing that corner. He was expecting something, and then he also takes down Bredesen, and Turtle after that. Just, it looked like for a moment an advantage was in hand for MIBR, but Rare Adam stole it away before MIBR could even cement themselves in position around that bomb.
Coach of MIBR Bit has been on the MIBR organization, CS 1.6, Source, and Global Offensive.
Wow.
Quite a history behind that man, and well, his words will now be resonating with the team as they face their final round of the half off of that tactical timeout. You hope for MIBR they can at least find one more round. Even 12-3 does not feel winnable. I mean, it is your CT side, and you are getting decimated here on Inferno. It will take a miracle for them to fight back in towards this one. Rare Adam, full control, but Turtle trying to dictate his own pace as again, he'll tuck deep towards logs.
JamYoung lurking around in window room. As the smoke is going to turn arch side. Rare Adam are so good at baiting out with the utility because it's not just about the position you throw the utility, it's the timing of it, and they're so strong at that. Turtle peeking around here, could have a fight on his hands. Mercury clearing his angles, looks down to avoid the flash, and then immediately flicks up to find not 1 but 2. JOTA and Turtle his victims, and the B site free for the taking. It's the last round. MIBR have to try something, but it feels like Rare Adam already got it in their back pocket.
Yeah, you talk about that coordination. I think a lot of it comes from the experience of this roster. Well, they haven't had a lot of time internationally, especially recently. The core has been together since 2018. Even their most recent addition was all the way back in 2021. These guys have a lot of time together. A lot of time as a team is showing through here. MIBR 3 versus 5 to try and fight for this retake. A few wounded players from Rare Adam, but look at JamYoung. He is always lurking. He's always in spawn, and in this one, he is making the full sprint through the CT side of the map. Cello in close and clear this angle. He does. Takes down on towards 1, a second out of Cello as well, and now a wounded man in towards the back lines. Bredesen for 1. Kaze needs something with this AWP. He'll whiff out, so JamYoung alone on the lurk. But the molly could be massive. No smoke to work with for MIBR. The timer is ticking. The molly is burning, and Bredesen is alone. At this point, just no time to make it happen. A one-tap to close. Rare Adam make a statement. 13-2 half as we head to the break. ESL Challenger Valencia, where Rare Atom have made their stand. 13-2 half on their map choice of Inferno, and they are looking to send MIBR in towards a second down a map as the pistol round is forthcoming. And Rare Atom again are pushing, but this time Mercury not able to continue his run as he'll be shut down immediately. Advent as well to fall, and Kaze fares the same fate. So MIBR off to a good start here and made better again by Brennezins. Only Moseyuh remains.
Oh, I mean, they absolutely needed that kind of start, right? Being down 13-2, and they will rotate back to the A site. Moseyuh, the last one standing, 1v5. You never really want to count Rare Atom out, but you have to wonder if Moseyuh's got it in him to fight his way back into this round. Trying to tap away, and he gets one. Looking for the second now. He was good in the first pistol round, but no. JOTA denies him, and that will be it. A third finally picked up for MIBR.
Does Rare Atom want to make the force here? They got nothing really done in towards that previous round, so there's a case to be made. Just a full save in towards this one, get the M4s in towards the third. They already have such a big lead.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have the 10-round lead. You don't need to force, but you know what? They're going to do it anyway. Why not? They're going to go for it and invest almost fully. Kaze saves 1,000 because he wants to get the AWP up in a couple of rounds.
Sure.
Outside of that, everyone is going to fully invest, get the utility and the deagles and pistols out, up, and running on the defensive end.
Turtle with a MAC-10 hungry for some ecos, and this one is Mercury. Will inch close in towards a half fall. Molly to create him some space off of it, but Molly from the other side to burn at his feet and force him away. See how much damage can be done. Flash forward, nothing doing. Brennezin peeks before the flash is able to bloom, and Mercury dies as a result.
Yeah, Turtle does get dinked down to 19, but I mean, pretty much no harm, no foul here for MIBR. You see a quick trade of pistols there, I believe, happening on Rare Atom.
It was just the utility getting tossed. I think that smoke came from Moseyuh over to Advent there. And he might just need it. Still pressure over towards Banana. Could slow that hit, allow for a rotate back on over. Will be Rare Atom stacking over towards this A-bomb site. And quite literally stacking on top of each other's heads. Over towards long. It's
crazy they have this read, right? But realizing that MIBR are going to go towards the A site. And 3 players here are our side. Could do some damage against the MIBR squad. There's one, a second. 3v3, some guns on the ground. JamYoung immediately grabs the AK, peeks around the corner. The round is being threatened here by Rare Atom. JOTA tries to get things back under control. Moseyuh finds the headshot onto Brennezin, and JOTA does take down JamYoung, but look at the damage JamYoung did. It didn't matter. JOTA had his head amongst him, gets the 3K, and a 4th round secured, but man, oh man, that was so very close.
One more bullet out of that MAC-10. That's all it would have taken, or even just a switch to the deagle, and that could have been the round taken, but not to be. MIBR hold strong in that one and now give themselves a little bit of a cushion.
Nothing easy for MIBR in this one, that's for sure, but Rare Atom are indeed going to be on the save this time. It's going to be a 5-7 bought up, but outside of that, default pistols, Advent running the P2K, everyone else on the USB. Brennezin exit along with Turtle are headed towards Banana. The lurk this time is JOTA. But Rare Atom are gambling, obviously, with only these pistols. They are holding all 5 players in towards bracket at A.
And MIBR should soon find that the B bomb site has been left vacant. A bit of a gift for them to be able to close out on this round, as Rare Atom will just look to find as much damage as possible with the USP stack. Fortunately, it doesn't look like MIBR will be tempting anyone over towards the bracket.
And this will be a bomb plant easily for MIBR. Rare Atom nothing to lose by trying to chase here, so they're going to send all 5 players down towards mid and alt mid to splinter off into that alt mid push, and the other 3 are going to hold for exits. I like the idea. Try and grab a gun, get a frag here. JOTA could be a victim, or he will deal the blow, and in fact, he does take down Moseyuh, but going down to 35 says, this doesn't seem too good. I'm going to fall back and let exit take care of business, and that's exactly what happens.
JamYoung continues the damage from where it started, but doesn't look like anything more will come of it as Mercury just tucks in towards a close corner here with the USP. Advent trying to bait in, but MIBR all swinging together. One will fall. Good enough with the USPs.
Yeah, they finally finished off JOTA, who just kept surviving again and again, and then does end up going down. But good job by MIBR not going too aggressively down Banana to try and get that chase, and they deny anything from Rare Atom in that round. But Rare Atom were just on a full-on eco, so they're not too fussed about it. They will jump into the full buy-up, their first one of the half, with the op out for Kaze, and everyone else onto M4s with JamYoung, the lone A4 holdout. Kaze will be heading for that mid-peak immediately. He wants to try and find that opening op frag, and he's in position now.
Connects the tag, yep. No kill, but Moseyuh actually finds a molly kill on towards Turtle off of that. Continuing the push up towards Banana here, though. MIBR have made space at the top of things, but are Adam the right rotation? 3 players holding out towards B, and that op just still trained towards the angle deep at the brackets. If needed, JamYoung can be. 4th rotation on over towards this B site. Util does come in. Moseyuh does have another molly to buy some more time and slow down this push for MIBR with players wounded. This A1S could be big if spam through the smoke is attempted. For now, Advent just tucks in towards the new box. Tap on the bomb and a swing forward. Moseyuh able to take down to another smoke to continue that gap. Molly forward as well. The bomb is trapped out in no man's land, and someone has to brave that space. Cello on the push forward. Molly landed in towards the back lines. Exit will actually claim one off of that piece of utility, but still just a 2v4.
I'm not sure what the plan there was. Maybe trying to stick the bomb in the smoke, but realizing it was fading. I don't know, because then they fall off. Perhaps it was a potential fake attempt, so they could rotate off the B side to go to A. Either way, it completely falls apart and doesn't work out. Exit will get one, maybe a second. No, he doesn't have it in him for the 1v4, and that will be that. 14-5 in favor of Rare Adams. They lose the pistol and the following one, but after, in round number 3, they get right back to their winning ways.
Yeah, I mean, I thought with that one was just to tap on towards the bomb, get sprays off of that for a little bit of information as to where those site defenders are holding, but they didn't really have anyone in a position to capitalize. I would expect that to be paired with like a flash over through the smoke if you want to fight that space off of the tap, but it didn't happen. Instead, it was just a tap. Bomb gets sprayed down, and you just lose the round off of that. So maybe a bit of miscommunication out of MIBR, and at this late stage in the game, that really cannot be happening. Rare Atom only 2 away.
Yeah, and I mean, they're calling a timeout to talk that one over because it did not go as drawn up on the board. So Rare Atom going to try and settle in here on their CT side, and they don't have to settle in for very long because only 2 more rounds, as you mentioned, are required here. Very true little fact coming out here. This is only the 2nd time that MIBR is facing off against Rare Atom, the first time being yesterday in only that BO1. So they are a bit of an unknown quantity, and I would have to say that Rare Atom are using that to their advantage in every way here on Inferno.
Run boost across for Kaze, no shot connecting for him. But yeah, I totally agree. I think that for Rare Atom here, it was just the surprise factor. We've seen quite a few of these teams from, kind of that have been very much region locked come over, have this opportunity. I think back to the first or the previous ESL Challenger event where it was 9Z having a very similar run, and look at where they are now. We were talking about it during the break. Those guys off doing big things in much bigger tournaments than here at Challenger, but for Rare Atom, they still have a ways to go before finding that same start, and a win on this map would put them in the right direction. Moseyuh holding towards Swan. He's expecting aggression out from the Archers, and it will soon come. Cello inching forward, spotted his Turtle, but Cello again was there for the trade. Mercury on the wraparound, though, for one of his own. Tries to aggress in for more, cannot get it, as JOTA in the right position to deny. So evening these odds into a 3 versus 3, but Kaze was there the whole time. Patience with the op.
Such good patience there from Kaze, waiting for his opportunity to strike, but Brennazen evens out the numbers now, and MIBR fighting tooth and nail to stay into this round. Kaze goes for the peek, and he misses the chance and the shot. Brennazen finds him, and again, Rare Atom in a 1v2. Advent, I think the first time he's been the last alive in a 1vx situation, as he's going to be looking, or at least in this tournament. He won't get anything, unfortunately. Exit finds him, and Rare Atom are finally showing a bit of vulnerability.
Yeah, it's been a rough game thus far for Advent. Des was talking about the duo that he has had thus far in this event with Moseyuh, trying to find those pushes together. He's very much been the brain, maybe not so much the brawn in this one, but it hasn't seemed to matter too much as Radam still finding some great calls and obviously a great lead, 14-6 here. Money is a bit worse for Ware, but they've been able to build some sort of investment. One full rifle with that A1S from us, a couple SMGs, scout for Kaze.
Turtle pushing his way up banana, and MIBR looking to gain this space quickly. Not much utility on the rear Adam side, so they're saving it until the very last moment where they can get some visibility, and Moseyuh won't get that frag. I like the position, but Turtle read it well. Now that Molotov comes out from admin to delay the push from MIBR, and for him, hope for some rotations to arrive in that direction. But Rare Adam are trying not to overplay this too much because they're expecting a rotation. And who better to expect than them, right? The way they play this map.
I mean, such a tough angle to be holding on top of that boost. Your head is basically covered by the little lamppost, but that means you have to kind of aim under where you normally would with your opponent. Very awkward shot to hit for honestly both sides in that engagement. So, well done to open things up by Turtle. Now for MIBR, they will take this space towards brackets, but like you said, they've been posturing this whole time, leaving a player deep in towards banana, holding for the re-aggression there, and actually going to double the bomb back, but this may be the wrong call. 4 players for Rare Adam, the full stack, they're taking the gamble, and it looks like it might just be on the right horse.
Oh man, MIBR, just have to send one player. You have the 5v4 advantage. Send one on a bit of a scouting mission to the A side. Poke around, see what's going on. Instead, they're walking into a stack. Kaze gets the opening shot with the scout to the head of Turtle. He is creating a bunch of headaches for them and a distraction for the other two come from CT, but he might do all the damage anyway. Gets himself a second. Mercury and JamYoung swing around to find another, and it's Brenna's in the last one standing, trying to clutch this one out. Kaze and JamYoung surviving, but time is going to expire. They got this round. They don't have to fight it at all. And they do anyway. JamYoung gets it.
They even could have clocked him if they wanted. They kill him just 2 seconds before, so it's something extra. But what a disastrous round. Early man advantage. MIBR was looking so good. They left a player deep in towards banana, but got stuck in towards those ways. Did not push someone to clear the space they didn't know. And well disciplined by Rare Adam to wait until the players were close enough to activate that trap card.
I mean, look, and this is my criticism of a lot of teams. Like, if you're gonna make the rotation, just go. Don't wait. They had Rare Adam on the line, right? The Rare Adam had stacked up towards the B site. The A site was free and clear. But MIBR don't even use the space that they're given, and they immediately go back to the B site without even really faking A. You just have to at least give some sort of commitment to the A site to draw something off of B.
You never know what space is free unless you actually go in pressure and ask, is this something that we can take? And they would have had the opportunity there if they did re-clear. However, not to be. And in this one again, nice start for Rare Adam. Cello in the smoke was trying to get something done with his deagle, but denied. 5 versus 4 already. The weaponry not stellar for MIBR and the push forward. MIBR have Rare Adam have a player close. And towards the log is the position that MIBR were favoring playing. And in this one, we'll just go 1 for 1. Advent trying to fall away. Doesn't have too much utility, just that flashbang, so we'll concede space fully. This might allow a bomb plant over towards B.
Good Molotov thrown by Advent here to burn more time off the clock. He's got the flashbang as well. It's going to be thrown as soon as the molly dissipates, and it's not in time to stop him from surviving against Turtle. And then Turtle also gets Kaze. What a play with the MAC-10. I mean, MIBR's lives are on the line here on Inferno, and they are managing to pull off what will be the winning play from Turtle as Rare Adam save the last 2 guns.
Yeah, good start for Rare Adam in that round, but goes against them, maybe getting a little bit too zealous with that play down towards Banana, and then not enough utility to buy time. Well, they had to buy into this round. The util wasn't stellar, so that delay factor not quite there, and a good work out of Turtle with that MAC-10.
Love hearing the crowd get into it here. As MIBR going to get a 7th round, so they keep hope alive on Inferno, and we'll see if Rare Adam force up around these 2 guns. I'd be surprised, honestly, if they choose to do so. Not that their force-ups have gone badly, it's just that you have a big lead, you don't have to rush things. Take your time, right? And they've also can be very effective on the pistols.
Yeah, they have been, and that is going to be what they like to do in this round. Deagle invested for Kaze. A little bit of utility around everyone else, but Nothing crazy to speak of. Again, in this round, I'm very much looking towards JamYoung and what effect he could find. With that soul rifle, he'll be again over towards Banana. CZ in close to play off of. Flash forward for Advent to boost up top instead of that peak. This angle could be nasty if MIBR do continue this push forward. Turtle, though, spots it, but this time not able to find value with the Mac.
Nice boost there, and I mean, that's the lone rifle in the round, already finding one. If MIBR fall off this banana take, maybe Rare Atom reaggress to try and pick it up, but it appears as though Exit wants to play sentry here, and he's got 4, make that all of his team behind him. Renazen, Deacon with the op here, looking for an opener, perhaps after this smoke fades away a little bit. 1 minute remaining on the clock. Mercury rotating around to support here onto this B site, so they've got absolutely everyone except for Kaze. Those pistols might be a little more vulnerable, but with the MP9 and the M4, anything is possible here for Rare Atom, and Advent does it with the CZ onto Brennan. JamYoung finds Cello. It could be over right here. Exit and JOTA gonna have to stand on their heads to shut down the remaining Rare Atom members.
That they will. Exit and JOTA pushing forward. Do have a smoke towards the cross, but still that power pot boost does have to be dropped away from, and JOTA through the smoke is able to take down JamYoung. 2 players still on pistols here. Mercury, the only rifle left up on the Rare Atom side, and that utility as well and truly drained away from the CTs, but a smoke to work with. However, a rewrap is already coming. Space taken towards Banana for Moseyuh, and a swing forward from the spawn side. MP9 and M4 stacked up together. Rare Atom close things out. Dominant fashion in map number 1.
I mean, look, in that round, they saved on 2 players. Like, they had USP and a P2K, I believe, and then the CZ was bought up. It was just the rifle and the MP9 doing most of the work, and just like, that's a round that MIBR should be taking 9 times out of 10, and this time Rare Atom are able to shut them down, so they don't even need to wait for the following one to fully buy up. Impressive stuff. I mean, they were explosive.